So good morning once again from the beautiful island of St. Lucia, and we are here. It is Monday morning. We just came off the back of a wonderful jazz and arts festival over the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was absolutely amazing, and we had Caribbean Fusion Night, World Beats, and then last night was the ultimate celebration where Billy Ocean performed and Brandy and Monica closed the show. Now, of course, we didn't get to bring you any of that action over the weekend because there was no breaking down. So it being Monday morning, we're going to cover all of that today because, of course, we do have our contractual arrangements with St. Lucia as it relates to that. So it's not over by a long shot. All right, so today we're going to cover Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Jazz Festival, and we're going to give you all of the play-by-play, and you'll get little glimpses of the performances. Of course, those have restrictions based on copyright issues and so on and so forth, right? But I gotta say, boy, as we wake up here in St. Lucia again, we got in late last night, probably after 12. But I have to say, all in all, this festival has been a world-class festival, top of the line. Billy Ocean last night, I was so tired I forget to post all of the footage that I have to my social medias, but I'll do so after the show or maybe during the course of this morning during the break. Billy still have it, boy. Billy still has it. And he put on a top of the line performance last night, singing all. The last song, of course, which he sang was Caribbean Queen, which the crowd was chanting for from the word go. But I tell you what, Billy still has it. Billy still has it. And Brandy and Monica came after and closed the show. But for me, Billy Ocean was the man that rocked the place last night. All right, but we'll get back to that shortly. On Saturday, we had World. You had out of Nigeria. Thames closed the show. Elame. For me, it was Elame. Elame, yeah, like levels. It had levels to this thing in entertainment, boy. And she is definitely top tier. And then on Friday, Kes closed the show on Friday. Dexter Daps performed before him. They went a bit late on Friday night. I think the show finished. What time that finished, Chris? About 2 o'clock? Yeah, because we reached back to the hotel a little after 3. So it was a very, very busy weekend. We did a lot of work over the weekend, and we got to show you all that work that we did. Today we have Eden Heights joining us in the second hour, so we will get to them. Of course, there's another contractual agreement. So we have a packed show here. I'm going to see what it has popping in the news in Trinidad here, but most likely we ain't dealing with no local thing and going and rile up ourselves and send up your blood pressure until tomorrow. All right? But in some of the headlines this morning, oil spill alarm. Venezuelan opposition called for probe into handling of Heritage Petroleum incident. Government says it was a minor event and contained in 48 hours. So, the government's handling of an offshore oil spill in the Gulf of Paria has come under scrutiny with the opposition and political analysts raising concerns about delayed disclosure, accountability, and the potential diplomatic fallout in an already sensitive relationship with neighboring Venezuela. Meanwhile, efforts to obtain a comment from Prime Minister Kamala Prasad-Bissessar was unsuccessful yesterday as she referred all questions on the matter to Energy Minister Dr. Budal Munilal. While Munilal yesterday sought to downplay the incident, dismissing it as a minor, quickly contained event and insisting there was no cause for alarm, former Energy Minister and opposition member Stuart Young accused the government and Heritage Petroleum Company Limited of attempting to conceal what he described as a significant environmental incident. And political analyst Dr. Shane Mohammed also warned that poor communication may have unnecessarily strained bilateral ties with Caracas. The controversy erupted following a statement issued late Saturday from the government of Venezuela, which alerted the international community to an oil spill it said originated from TNT waters. All right, and the Venezuelan communique claimed that the spill caused environmental damage in the Gulf of Paria and along coastal areas of Sucre and Delta Amacuro. Caracas also instructed its foreign ministry to immediately request all pertinent information regarding this incident, as well as the corresponding action plan for the mitigation and containment of the spill, as it also demanded compliance with the obligations established in international environment law and the urgent adoption of reparation measures for the damage caused. So I will take a further read in this and see if this is anything to sound any alarm over. So we'll see. I'll take a look at that. But that's the headline in one of the papers this morning. Outside of that, what else we have? Right. We have a red flag over EMA clearance. Right. A red flag is now being raised after Superior Hotels Limited was given the green light by the Environmental Management Authority to build a 200-room hotel, complete with bungalows, villas, and private residences in Tobago. And the sprawling development comprising 11.99 hectare acres is expected to cost $500 million. Developers anticipate hundreds of jobs in the construction phase and a 3.5-star resort that would enhance the tourism product on the island. However, Rocky Point Foundation founder Dwayne Kenny said he is disappointed that a certificate of environmental clearance was granted, and the foundation has been protesting certain specific aspects of the development for the last 4 years to protect what it describes as an extremely sensitive environment. And in an interview, he argued that the EMA standards are not stringent enough to protect an already fragile reef. Well, I could understand the concerns there. I want to agree with him there. No, I don't think the EMA standards are stringent enough, right? Because I don't even know what teeth the EMA actually has and how much powers they have to really lay down any real laws per se, right? As it relates to anything of an environmental from an environmental aspect. And I had to agree with him there, but I'm not going to go through the whole article today. But obviously there are concerns there, and they should be taken into consideration. But I mean, it has been granted, so I can understand why the red flag is being waved here, because they have their concerns. And I mean, they've been protesting development there for about 4 years, they say. So we'll see where that goes. Ex-St. Augustine footballer Ramcharan has died during a match. Princess Tong mother mourns son killed in gun attack. 1 dead, 2 injured in Caroni flyover crash. Belmont mother remains stable in ICU after attack. A medical lab tech wins a $370,000 over a delayed transfer. And those are some of the headlines in the paper this morning. Let me see, boy. Where else it have, boy? I really didn't get the opportunity to really follow the local news to a great extent over the weekend, because, boy, I'm telling you, St. Lucia, I can guarantee you, St. Lucia is a place like, I don't know, boy, like nobody had no stress here, boy. And there are things to do as well, eh? You know what I mean? Outside the jazz festival, I mean, and just a little bit again ready for carnival. So they have the jazz festival, and then they have about 2 months, or a little less than 2 months, to actually execute and, put on the carnival show that they have here. It's a carnival that they used to have it in February, but they couldn't compete with Trinidad and Tobago, of course. So they moved their carnival from February to July, right after Vinci Mass. So we're going to be on the ground for that, St. Lucia Carnival for the first time. Okay? I see Jolene John praises the National Recruitment Drive, but payment and contract issues persist. All right? Those payments, late payments and contract issues, you have to, if you're going to have a national recruitment drive and you're going to say, look, we have 50,000 jobs available, you ought to have everything in place. All right? It has to be a smooth transition away from CPEP and URP, right? I see Works and Infrastructure Minister Jolene John says that workers hired under the government's national recruitment drive are doing a fantastic job, even as some employees continue to complain about delayed payments and uncertainty over their contracts. All right, so we're talking about the uncertainty over the contracts, right? John again defended the program and said the ministry was willing to follow up on complaints once workers came forward with details. All right? And she did say that she regularly checks on salary issues. She also said workers with payment issues should come forward to the ministry, so the ministry could investigate. And she said she could only speak about workers attached to her ministry and maintained that they had been working hard across projects, and the National Recruitment Drive was launched with a promise of 20,000 jobs. Right? And earlier this year, the media reported that 1,801 casual workers had been hired through the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure under the program. All right, now I think, if I'm not mistaken, that there were complaints of late pay from workers under the local government program, which was the the cleanup program now, under Khadija. I mean, I forgot the actual name of the program, right? I think there was people complaining that they had not been paid for 2 or 3 fortnights and that kind of thing. That was about maybe a month or 6 weeks ago. I remember talking about that on radio with Mr. X, right? And we had a couple people calling, and they spoke about it. Not like 10 and 20 people, like just 1 or 2 people called in, right? And they spoke about it. Now, that I think is separate and apart from what Jolene John is talking about here. All right? So, I hope that they get those things rectified, because if you're going to promise people work, which people want to work, it have people who want the work, eh? So if you're going to promise them that work and they're going to get in through this national recruitment drive, whether it is the Ministry of Works or the Ministry of Local Government, you had to make sure that people paid on time. All right? These are not people who have any, big savings and that kind of thing, right? These are, I don't want to say hand-to-mouth workers, but these, for the most part, are people down on the bottom rung of society. So you have to make sure that these people get paid, because if all you had to go a day without pay, or a month without pay, or 2 months without pay, you understand? I'm sure they wouldn't like that. So just make sure that all across the T's and dot the I's. I see Guevara and Alexander here warning that silence is fueling crime. Just now, let me get an idea what they're talking about. Police Commissioner Alistair Guevara and Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander are calling on citizens to hold each other accountable and ensure that those responsible for the crime situation are identified and brought to justice. Fielding questions from reporters during the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service 103rd Sport and Family Day at the Police Academy, St. James yesterday, the Commissioner and the Homeland Security Minister were asked about the recent mass shootings involving the use of high-powered weapons within the last month, which had seen 2 children losing their lives, respectively. And the Commissioner called for public introspection and reflection. Guevara described the continued use of high-powered rifles as a saddened state of affairs in the country when persons use high-powered weapons, and we have multiple weapons from just one incident. He claimed this showed the authorities needed to get a deeper insight into what was happening and perhaps introduce more stringent controls on how firearms are coming into the country in an illegal way. Well, obviously, that's the problem because we don't manufacture guns here, right? Without delving into the circumstances relating to the two shootings, the Commissioner of Police issued a clarion call for the public to hold itself more accountable in ensuring those responsible were apprehended, right? And then training his gun on the citizenry as he made a collective call for people to do the right thing. Guevara said, "It is your sons, brothers, your family. You know that they are in possession of illegal weapons and they are committing these heinous crimes, and you are remaining silent." And that in itself is an indictment on society and how we should approach how we deal with criminality going forward. All right? Okay. And he goes on to say that he recalled a meeting that he had with the father of 14-year-old Zion Roberts days after he was killed in Belmont in July of 2025. And the top cop remembered begging for information which could lead to the apprehension of those responsible. Right? And at the time, Roberts' father, Akil Kafi, reportedly told Guevara, quote, "Boss, I know who do it. I go sort it out myself." And Kafi, along with his 23-month-old son, were two of the victims from Wednesday's triple homicide at Upper St. Francois Valley Road in Belmont. Wow. All right. I understand what they're trying to say. You're trying to say that, people know that they're family members and they have these illegal firearms and in crime, and they continue to say nothing, and then they're going out and they're committing these crimes, and nobody's given information. I don't want to go into the whole narrative, but that has to do with confidence in the police service. All right? Has the police service gotten some wins maybe in the last month or so? I think so. I think they've gotten a few wins, but those wins are overshadowed by incidents like what we saw in Belmont when you have a double and a triple murder going on, right? And that's just the reality of it. The police could lock up 20 criminals today, and tomorrow it have a triple killing, and the 20 arrest or maybe 3 or 4 big drug bust or murder accused that have been held. People have been held and charged and so on and so forth. Let's just say a crime is committed and within 48 hours the police get the person, and that happens for 2 or 3 days. A triple killing happen, or a double murder happen, or 3 or 4 murders happen for the day, or 2 or 3 murders. It is going to overshadow the work that the police did. Nobody's going to talk about what the police did just a few days before. They're going to focus on that incident and say, my God, this crime situation. I hear the cry about high-powered rifles, but I didn't wake up yesterday. So I know and I remember that these high-powered rifles have been used in several crimes since 2018. And I kept saying that. And I will say it again and again so that people get it through their thick skull. When you had the influx of Venezuelans coming into the country in 2018, after that, you started to see more and more high-powered rifles in the streets in Trinidad and Tobago. Because man started to get these things cheap. You understand? And then, of course, your borders was left open. So everything is just coming in willy-nilly. So they got I haven't go viral with the monitoring of the borders and more stringent controls on how firearms are coming into the country in an illegal way. We have been seeing, let me tell you what we see here as I close off the news in Trinidad and Tobago. I remember Gary Griffith, when he was Commissioner of Police, started the Riverine Unit, right? Where he was introducing these little boats for police to, for police to kind of secure the borders from a coastline perspective. So you have your more deep water vessels out at sea, but you have a riverine unit that is, circling the country and monitoring what's going on from more inland, right? And I do not know what is the position of that riverine unit today. But I can tell you this in St. Lucia. We have had several trips that we have had to make by boat from one part of the island to the next. So we are in the capital, not too far from the airport, right? So like over the weekend we went down to Soufriere. And when you go down to Soufriere, we take the boat down there. It was a little over an hour by boat. So I could imagine if we had to drive from here to Soufriere, it would have been even longer, right? So we went over to Soufriere, and we have footage of that where we went to the volcano and the mud baths and the waterfall. So you'll get all of that a little later on. But even to go to the events over the weekend, we had to go to Windjammer Landing, board a catamaran, and the catamaran took us down to Pigeon Island to get into the venue, right? Now, last night, and not even last night, but while you're taking the boat and you're going down there, one of the things you notice is the Marine Police. So they have a Marine Police unit here in St. Lucia. And the Marine Police have these simple vessels, nothing extravagant, that they sail the island with, or circle the island with, or more inland, more inside, right? So it seems like something similar to the riverine unit, but I do not know what is the status of the riverine unit at this point in time in the TGPS. I do not know how many vessels they have available. I do not know how many police are part of that unit and if this unit is still active, because I remember Griffith was talking about that. And I know you all remember too, If you want to, you could remember, right? Because a lot of things were dismantled when the former went to the president's house to block our merit list and then give us Ella Herwood Christopher. But nevertheless, so that is a unit. And I was telling Chris last night, I say a simple unit like that, you have about a fleet of about 20 of those boats. Just 20. And you rotate them 10 and 10. Or however you decide to rotate them. Right? And you could kind of lock down Trinidad borders from inside, Right? What the damning vessels and they were supposed to do. Right? Because the OPVs and those deep water vessels, that is way out in deep water. But you want to be able to secure your coastline is easier because you have less to cover, because you're closer into the coastline rather than you're out in this ocean in deep water where you have more ground to cover. So you could have those vessels out there, deep water vessels, and if they get past those vessels, you still have to get past the riverine unit or the Marine Police unit or whatever you want to call it. So I was looking at the operation of that yesterday, or over the weekend, and I was like, this is basic stuff. You know what I mean? You don't want to go to university to figure this out. But nevertheless, we got to take the first break. When we come back from the first break, we'll take a look at Friday and possibly Saturday. And in the second hour, we will take a look at Sunday and all of the other things that we did over the weekend. So keep it right here on Breaking Dawn. We will be back after this. I wouldn't be able to take calls because I will stretch this hour and I have to get on to business in this hour. But if I can, I will, okay? Stay tuned, we'll be back after this.
I'm every woman, evolving, unstoppable even when I need to recharge. That's why I choose iron that's gentle, fights fatigue, and keeps me strong.
Fine lines, subtle shifts. I support my skin from within to reduce wrinkles.
Hard work takes strength, so I fuel up to stay ready.
Now I'm growing someone new. What I take, she takes too. So I choose what supports her brain from the start.
Wellness looks different for all of us, and I'm not alone. Jameson, trusted by women through every stage and every change.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply, everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsane, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energy energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
And as we return, we are 22 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock. So like I said, we got a lot of ground to cover from over the weekend. And we want to get to that one time. I have met some very beautiful people here in St. Lucia. It's been a fantastic stay. And yesterday and all, we went over to Sandals. I'll talk about that a little bit later on when we get to the second hour and we deal with Sunday. But the CEO here, Mr. Louis Lewis, is the CEO of St. Lucia Tourism. The right man is definitely in the job. I can tell you that. I don't think they could have found a better fit. We had some questions and answers with him yesterday at Sandals. You know, he's just such a down-to-earth guy. And then we had a visit to the food village at the venue on Pigeon Island, where all the action takes place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Jazz and Arts Festival. But I would definitely tell anybody, put it on your bucket list. This is one festival that you ought to come at least once in your life. The venue itself was very impressive. And I'll tell you why the venue was impressive. No matter where you stand in that venue, you could see that stage. Even if you're all the way to the back. Because it's on an incline. So the venue, it starts on the flat right like here, and then it goes up on an incline. Right? So the further back you go, the higher you are. And the higher you are, you could see that stage. Nobody in blocking you, nothing at all. You know what I mean? And you could spread your blanket. People walked in with the fold-out chairs and things like that. And it is really a nice, it's just a very unique setting, right? And I think that park that they have it in, which I think is a heritage park that they transformed, is just a perfect place for the experience of Jazz and Arts, the Jazz and Arts Festival, right? Now on Friday, we had Caribbean Fusion Night. And the three main hitters on that night was Skip Marley, who is Bob Marley's grandson, right? For those of you who know Damian Marley, Junior Gong is his uncle, things like that. And Skip on a real good performance, but I ain't lying. It had sometimes he started to sing, I thought it was Bob Marley singing, you know. All of them have that, you know. I started telling Crystal, I say, you know, all these Marleys, especially Gong, right? This song, for me, especially Gong and Stephen, they have this way that, you know, the voice, the tone, the everything like Bob Marley. It's like if you close your eye, you'd swear Bob Marley singing. But Skip Marley, really talented. And we had the opportunity on Friday to not just take in Skip Marley, but to take in Skip Marley alongside the original Wailers. This is the original Wailers of Bob Marley and the Wailers, the original band, right? Performed with him. And brother, I really enjoyed that performance, boy. Me and line. I enjoyed that performance. That performance was class. When I tell you class. And they kind of kicked off the main event and the hitters on Friday, right? With Skip Marley just rattling off some of his own music and going back in and singing some of Bob Marley's greatest hits like One Love and Three Little Birds. And man, the crowd was just, it was, listen, it was top of the line. Top of the line performance. The brother, listen, the voice, the performance, the everything, the band that, listen, it was an experience. I'm telling you. I am, you know, you stand up there and you're watching this and you're like, boy, we can't bring this live, boy. This is something we should have been able to bring live. But because it's international artists and that kind of thing, you have a lot of copyright issues and so on and so forth that would have to be sorted out, things like that. And, bringing it live just isn't possible at this point in time. Like how we bring certain events live when we do travel. But this one have a lot of international copyright issues. So we can't do those, but it would be listen, for you to understand this festival and how it operates, you really have to come to St. Lucia and be part of it. You cannot sit down and watch highlights of this. You have to come, you have to be in that crowd, and you have to understand, you have to experience it for yourself. After Skip Marley, you had Dexter Daps on Friday. You had a little bit of Dexter? Yeah. So we had Dexter Daps. Now, Dexter Daps has become the ladies' man, right? With the amount of girl tune we have, but he's a performer. His performance was high energy, very interactive with the crowd. He didn't call no woman on stage though, right? And I think that's because of the distance between the crowd and the stage. But he did come as close to the crowd as possible for as many times as he could during his performance. But he put on a really high energy performance, and he also serenaded the ladies like only Dexter Daps can. All right? And from the time he hit the stage, after Skip Marley came off and Dexter came on, when Skip came off, the ladies, the women in the front row, or as far back as how many ever rows, was already chanting for Dexter Daps. That is what the women were waiting. The women was waiting on Dexter Daps to run out and perform. And they got their money's worth. I could tell you that. Right? The brother came out and he performed, man, listen, every hit you could think about, he dropped it. And well, Shabba Motherpot was the last, that was the second to last song he sang, I think, was Shabba Motherpot. No, that was the last tune. He closed with that. You know? So Dexter was on point, top tier. And then, well, I'll tell you what, when Dexter Daps finished perform on Friday, what we had was the crowd chanting for him to come back on. So they was chanting, Dexter Daps, they want more, they want more, they want more, we want more. And I sat up there in front of the stage and I like, Kes in some trouble here tonight, boy. Because, you know what I mean, Kes coming up, Kes closing. And the type of performance that Dexter put on, I studied well how Kes couldn't come and floor the place, especially with the crowd chanting, they want more. And you know, Kes is a ladies' man himself. The women love Kes as well. But I tell you what, boy, I would put Kes the band up against any international entertainer, any international band, anywhere in the world, brother. Kes the band came out and gave you a performance that was just phenomenal performance. From the word go to the end. If you was in our crowd, you ain't moving. You ain't even going by the bar. And I was worried, because Chris Alain, Dexter, when Dexter finished, the way the woman was chanting, they want more. I said, brother, Kes in some trouble tonight. But I ain't lying. Kes run out there and put on about an hour, just over an hour performance. And totally floor the place, Totally floor the place. And I'm going to tell you something. That is the power of soca music for you. Soca music. And I can tell you this, not just from Kes's performance, but you also have the DJs that were playing, the soca music, the vibes. And St. Lucia is very rich in music. They have a lot of different styles of music and things like that. But I ain't lying, boy. the vibe, you see, you're coming from reggae to dancehall into soca, right? And soca, of course, is more of a high energy type vibe. And I guess that's where, coming off of that high energy performance that Dexter Dabbs gave, because his performance, make no mistake about it, was high energy, right? But dancehall can't match that energy that soca have. Soca is on a different level, right? When it come to that kind of high energy and intensity, and it just took the event up a few tiers, a few levels. And Kes just keep it right there and he hold it right there, boy. And I ain't lying, boy. Kes the band is, I think, the best live band in the whole Caribbean, boy. I telling all of that, boy. It's not, and I ain't saying that because of Jazz Festival, eh? I saying that because I saw him last year in St. Thomas. I saw what they do in St. Thomas last year. I saw what they do in St. Lucia Jazz this year. I have seen what they do in Carnival, right? But more to that, Kes just finished a European tour, right? Kessie Band went on, they were touring in France. They did France, Netherlands, and London on the European tour. They now headed to Orlando, Seattle, Portland. If you go to Kes Band official site, the page, Kes is booked from now until, I don't know, Carnival in Trinidad. But they booked up. When I tell you booked up, so for those of you who feel soca artists don't tour, wipe that thought out your head. Go to Kes Band site and you will see all their bookings. So they have a whole tour through America now, after coming off of that European tour. We didn't get the opportunity to have the interview with him. We were supposed to have a scheduled interview with him. And his publicist said no problem. And what happened on the night, because of the delay, because the show went back about an hour. So they had he finished an hour later than he would have finished. He was scheduled to finish at 1 a.m. and he didn't finish until a little after 2. And because of that, we didn't get the interview, just bust out one time. But he did stop to talk to Jazz Festival people. But the Jazz Festival media tent is everybody now. We were supposed to get a one-on-one with him. And we were supposed to talk about the European tour, which he just came off of. He's headed to the North American tour. And also, one of the big things that happened for Kes over the weekend was the Tiny Desk. So he had his performance at the Tiny Desk as well, which is a big thing. If you all remember last year, I think it was, or just over, I think it was last year or a little over a year ago, Marshall Montano did the Tiny Desk. And that is a big thing when you get to do the Tiny Desk. So Kes has been doing this stuff because he went on a European tour, then he went to Washington. I think the Tiny Desk is done in Washington, if I'm not mistaken. And then he came to St. Lucia, right? But listen, them fellas and them booked out. On Friday, we also had the opportunity at the Hospitality Lounge to talk to Darren Sammy, abongs up Darren Sammy. And on Friday, I had the opportunity to chat with him for a little bit. Just pull him square just for a few minutes to talk to him at the Hospitality Lounge. We have that interview. Chris, ready with it? The Darren Sammy interview. Run that interview for me. This was on Friday at Caribbean Fusion. I'm not hearing you. It had... Oh, all right. So we're going to run the clip with Darren Sammy. Now, we have some clips of the concert just before we get to the interview. So run that. This is Friday night.
Oh, baby. Let's get on someone up the wall. Said she loved just how what is holding. Said me and I winding down, but she wanted to control it. Then she had possession and back and the whole. She said me in come and with me down. Guys, said Lucia, tell me.
So Synergy TV, it is Caribbean night here in St. Lucia. The Jazz and Arts Festival is on, and right now, if you come to St. Lucia and we bounce up this man to my left and we don't talk to him, well then they shouldn't bring me back. So he made his debut in 2004 against Bangladesh, becoming the first St. Lucian to play international cricket. And he's also the only captain to win the T20 World Cup twice. All right, so the man have his accolades. All right, Darren Sammy is with us, and he's currently the West Indies coach. All right, so Darren, first time to the island, Synergy TV. First time I have been here, first time we have been here. I have to say, I take too long to get here, boy. Teddy son John telling me for years, you had to come to St. Lucia. We're finally here.
Well, you miss out on a lot of things, but firstly, I would like to introduce my wife as well.
All right,
you
nice.
can't introduce me without the wife.
Without the wife.
Yes,
but I leave that for you.
Yeah. So that's Miss Wisdom.
Right.
That's the real MVP there.
All right, nice man.
I had to say that. But anyway, then we get back to the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival.
Right.
It is one of the best festivals in the Caribbean by far. Tonight is Caribbean Fusion. You know, we have your own Trinidad Kess.
Right.
You know, we have Dexter Dabbs.
Yeah.
We have Mali playing now. But you know, we must not forget our local artists.
At all.
Our local artists come year in, year out and do what they have to do. So it's a place where you come for jazz, but there's so much more to offer in St. Lucia. As you have seen for your own self.
I have been, listen, the tourism board has been very kind to us. I have to say.
Yes, I hope you're spending money in the country.
No, yeah, of course.
Okay.
But I have to say this, Now, as a Trinidadian,
yes,
I had to get my own backyard props when it comes to food and taste. But I'm telling you, St. Lucia running second. We just going over the food here, man.
Listen, why you think my face so clean? And you see this woman there? It's the food, man. It's the food. I know Trini food good, but you know, I always bias. Just like you bias towards Trinidad, I have a bias towards St. Lucia. But it is the place to be at this time of year.
Yeah.
You know, you'll have your Trini Carnival, but you see the Jazz Festival and our Carnival as well. Around this time is really good time to be. I'm so thankful that I have nothing to do and I could come and enjoy this. Then Sunday, you know, they have the World Beats, and then Sunday you top it off. It's Mother's Day Jazz.
Right.
You know, and now I'm a big mama's boy, so the event is well put together. Kudos to the event St. Lucia. Kudos to them.
I gotta ask, who you here to see tonight, most of all?
Well, I'm here to see everybody. That's right. It's the first time I've been so early.
Okay. All right.
It's the first time. I did. My company brought down Buju, I think 3 or 4 years ago.
All right.
And I was not here this early. So, Cass,
wow.
Whoever, I'm here to support the full event.
All right.
You know, but I just for dancehall and soca together.
A nice man. I see that. Who is Mrs. Sammy here to see?
Obviously, Cass. I mean,
all right.
Close up the show has to be back and out. Yes.
Nice, lovely. Now I must say, I want you to go back and enjoy yourself. But I must say, in all years I watching West Indies cricket, and I watch you play, I always say about how this man's so cool and calm and like he had no stress. But I realize what's going on now.
You realize?
It have no stress in St. Lucia.
That is it. St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival, one of the best in the Caribbean in the world. So
nice man. Darren Sammy, thanks a lot, man. People, we here. It is Caribbean Fusion Night. Kestiban, Skip Mali, Al Anderson and the original Wailers on stage right now. Dexter Daps, plenty to come. And Darren here early. Had to be for a reason, right? Yeah, man, that's Darren Sammy there, West Indies coach and former captain of the West Indies team. And he was there chilling out, man, with his lovely wife, and they were taking in the performances, things like that. Real cool, down-to-earth fella, boy. I just walk off. Every time you see me, you recognize me, so I know you just watch Breaking Dawn. Pick up yourself, Darren Sammy. And I tell him, I said, boy, I have to get let me pull you away for a few minutes now. He said, yeah, no problem, man, Sometimes when you're at these events, one, you don't want to, like me, I don't want to impose myself on anybody because I know they come to the event to have a good time. But you still approach now I do it in a very subtle way. And, sometimes people say, boy, right now, ting. But then there are those who say, yeah, no problem. And Darren was up to it. He said, where you want me? And we had to find a space in the hospitality because it was packed with people, man. But I tell you, one of the things that you must take note of is the caliber of entertainers, boy. And not just the caliber, but how they do it is that they cater for everybody. So, if you are in the younger demographic, you there for Dexter Daps on Friday. Friday, you there for Dexter Daps, right? If you are in the more mature category, you're going to enjoy, mature and the younger category, you will enjoy Kesty Band. You will enjoy Kesty Band from any perspective, whether you're young, whether you're mature, whatever the case might be. And Skip Marley as well, So it's the way that they organize this. And as you go on into the weekend with the Saturday and the Sunday, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And we're going to deal with the Saturday and the Sunday when we return. We're 7 o'clock. That was Friday. We come back with Saturday, where Thames, Nigerian artist Thames performed, as well as LMA out of the UK. She performed as well. And Saturday was World Beats. I'll give you guys a little idea of what World Beats night is about. And then last night, we had the ultimate celebration, boy. Hold on, Billy Ocean coming for you. Hold some strain. And we had a few ventures that we went on that we're gonna get all of that done. We're gonna get all of that done in this hour coming up. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. More from St. Lucia and the Jazz and Arts Festival and St. Lucia, the island, when we return.
At the castle, we just love moms.
I love you, Mommy.
And this Mother's Day, we are cooking up a storm with lots of tasty food. So forget about cooking. Let us fix dinner with a popular family meal. And lunch is a breeze with a snack box and the fish, chicken, and veggie sandwich combos. Oh yeah, and we've got the chicken and wing buckets, plus rotisserie meals, and of course, delicious sides. And it's all cooked with our nice local seasonings. So take a break and enjoy. Happy Mother's Day from Royal Castle.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So, give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony, and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lucia high-quality, unbleached, bromate-free, all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lucia flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate-free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lucia Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lucia Limited. Quality you can trust.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prelozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
At the castle, we just love moms.
I love you, Mommy.
And this Mother's Day, we're cooking up a storm with lots of tasty food. So forget about cooking. Let us fix dinner with a popular family meal. And lunch is a breeze with a snack box and the fish, chicken, and veggie sandwich combos. Oh yeah, and we've got the chicken and wing buckets, plus rotisserie meals, and of course, delicious sides. And it's all cooked with our nice local seasonings. So take a break and enjoy. Happy Mother's Day from Royal Castle.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
All right, people, so part of the stay here in St. Lucia for the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival is we get a journey through St. Lucia. So they've taken us to Soufriere today at the Torale Falls. Now, the Torale Falls is a popular, easily accessible 50-foot waterfall located near Soufriere in St. Lucia. Now, it features a refreshing swimmable plunge pool, ideal for cooling off after visiting the nearby Sulphur Springs, and it is surrounded by a small botanical garden, and it is also considered a must visit when you come to St. Lucia. And if you look in the pool right now, you'll see one of the patrons here taking a little shower, or a massage as they call it. So it's situated in Soufriere, the Soufriere Quarter, just a few minutes from town. It's very easily accessible by car. Visitors can stand under the 50-foot cascade for a natural, high-pressure, refreshing massage of sorts by the waterfall. And the plunge pool is generally shallow, roughly about 4 feet deep, and it features a natural, sometimes sandbagged base. So at the facility here, it includes a visitor center, a small garden, changing rooms, and a picnic area. Okay? And the best time to visit, well, if you want to avoid the crowds like, well, the group tour that we're on right now, or maybe the cruise ship season is a good season to avoid, you could come here on your own. Midday is a good time. All right? Nearby amenities include local vendors near the entrance, and they are known for selling some of that homemade spiced rum and popular coconut bread. So make sure and come to the Torale Falls. When you come to St. Lucia, it is a must stop, must visit. Jazz Festival. We're here, Synergy TV.
I sip my coffee, miss my cue, still anchored by my fear. But time rolls on like open roads, and soon she won't be here. Oh, traveler.
All right, so we're at Sulphur Springs Park here in Soufriere, and this is the only drive-in volcano. We're actually inside of a volcano right now, and this is where people come to get their mud bath. And it is said that when you come here, you leave 12 years younger after you take that mud bath, right? Now, the Soufriere volcano at Sulphur Springs, it last erupted in 1700s, which is over 200 years ago, and it originated from a weak spot in the crust of a collapsed volcanic crater, and is considered to be a dormant volcano, unlike the active Soufriere Hills volcano in the island of Montserrat. Now, one of the best features of the volcano is the ability to dive into the mud baths that you see there. So people come here, they get a mud bath, and I can tell you this, just as hot as the sun is, that water just as hot. And this is open 24 hours. So I've been told, you come in the night, it'll be a little cooler, and in the day, hotter. Of course, the sun is the element that you had to take into consideration there. So, I have arrived in St. Lucia at the age of 48, and after a mud bath, I'm gonna leave at the age of 36. All right? If leaving here 12 years younger is as accurate as they say it is. All right. So we're here with the group, and everybody, getting their mud bath on, getting the groove on, and this is definitely one of the places that you want to visit. You have a 25-minute time limit. There is a board there with all of the rules. So you have 25 minutes. There is no refund. So once you pay on the inside, and actually prices are actually good. Thought it would have been more money for a bath like this, but it's actually good. All right, so very affordable, and a place that you need to come when you visit St. Lucia. It's St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. That's why we're here. Synergy TV. We on the ground, and we at Sulphur Springs, and are about to be 12 years younger. Outside of, the 12 years younger look, the mud baths are also known to detoxify the body. It also helps heal sunburns, eczemas, arthritis, sore joints, and much more. And of course, Torale Falls, where we were before, usually they take you to the falls, so you get the cold water before you enter the hot water. And I was told that's because they don't want to take the chance of anybody getting sick. So it's better to go from cold water to hot water rather than hot water to cold water. All right, so just another reason to visit St. Lucia. All right, and come and take in the Sulphur Springs Park mud baths. Do not let this pass you when you visit the island. Was down Sofre, that was on the southern end of the island. Welcome to hour number 2. We are 14 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock. We have E-Nights coming up in this hour, but we want to cover Saturday and Sunday with the Jazz before we do that, right? But I gotta say, that's down Sofre. Now, from where we are, it took us over an hour by boat. That's just the boat ride, Just the boat ride is a little over an hour. But man, when you head down there, it just, I don't know, boy. The whole trip down there was just have vibes. Just the landscape of this place, boy. It's different. And it's so relaxing, it's so beautiful. You know what I mean? Trinidad and Tobago is very beautiful as well. I do not think that we do enough to promote Trinidad and Tobago, and maybe that's something we're going to be looking at from a Breaking On perspective in terms of different spots in Trinidad and Tobago. But I tell you, man, and it don't take much, It don't take much, You just put us up, That's all. It's very easy in Trinidad and Tobago, but a lot of people, I don't know, they don't want to promote themselves, right? But when we come to places like this, and they handle the airfare, the accommodation, everything, right? And all we have to do is we have to show you the best of the island and what the island has to offer and why you should visit here. And I tell you, boy, this is one of the places that you have to visit if you've never been here before. I heard Billy Ocean on the stage last night say this is the first time he's been to St. Lucia. He said, I want to be back. I want to come back. He said, you all have a beautiful island. And he mentioned it. The same thing I was talking about, the landscape. The landscape on this island, it don't even look real then. It looked like somebody painted. Like it's a picture. Like somebody painted, like a piece of art. You know what I mean? Even all those hills and all those hills in the background that you see in there, right? But when you go down to Sofre and you're going across that ocean, and there were two mountains there, boy, that we saw. It wasn't the Piton Mountains, We didn't get to go there on this trip, but maybe for Carnival when we come back we will. But it's just the landscaping, boy, just different, boy. It's just beautiful here, boy. And the nice thing with here is that rain don't fall for long. When rain fall, it literally falls like 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes at most. I have not experienced any lengthy showers here, just short showers, very short. It's unbelievable. All right, but yeah, boy. So that was down Soufriere. And then, it was Friday night, no, Saturday. Saturday night before we went to the show, we went to the Gross Islet. You have that one, Chris? That the Lyman spot. Huh? Let me know if you have that. The Gross Islet. I hope I get the pronunciation correct, eh? But that is the spot on it was the Friday night, yeah, it was the Friday night, the Friday before the Caribbean Fusion night. That is where the Friday night lime is. So the Gross Islet is this fishing village that transforms itself into an entertainment and liming hub in the night. I wouldn't class it with, I wouldn't put it in the same category with Oystins because I think it's two different vibes, right? Two totally different vibes. I wouldn't say that it's like Arapita Avenue or anything like that because once again, it's just a different vibes. That's what it is down there, it's a different vibes. Food selling on either side of the road. You have vendors with alcohol on tables. If you want a drink, you could purchase your alcohol there, or you could walk into a bar, and you could also purchase as well. But there are DJs that play for the whole strip. So you have one DJ playing on this massive stack of speakers that is blast through the whole street, and one DJ, and the DJs change, of course, as the night goes along. Where, you know, sometimes you get some of the more French influenced DJs come into play and they would give you the more EDM kind of European vibes. You get all of that in one down there on that strip. We have it? All right. So we'll pull up a little footage with that. All right, but that was they took us down there to see it, and to see what the vibes like, and I could tell you, the vibes of that place is I could have stayed there and lime for the rest of the night. To be honest with you, I would have had no problem liming there. But then again, when we got across the Caribbean Fusion with a different thing, I would have missed out. But the vibes itself in that little spot, yeah, good to go. Okay. We are 20 minutes past your 7 o'clock. I still have Saturday and Sunday to cover. So, we have, all right, hold up on the Gross Islet. We'll throw that in tomorrow with the food village. Let me get to Saturday and Sunday now, because I really want to get to Saturday and Sunday. Right. So, let's get to Saturday and Sunday. You have a little piece of LMA? All right, run it down. This is LMA. UK artist LMA, who performed on Saturday at the World Beats Night. So Saturday's World Beats Night. You had Caribbean Fusion Night, then you had World Beats Night. So at World Beats Night, what you're going to get for the Jazz Festival is you'll get that real European feel, boy. That is what I get, you know. I feel, at times I felt like I was at something like Tomorrowland. You know, the music and the vibes is all of the international music you're getting on that night. right? And yes, the DJs are showing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but for the most part, you're gonna get a lot of the international style of music. So you'll get a little EDM, you'll get a little hip hop, you'll get some R&B, you'll get you'll get a mixture of world music, Afro beats. You're gonna get that as well. So that is World Beats Night, right? And there is a package I think that they sell where you could purchase a ticket for the 3 nights. And I think it's an all-inclusive ticket. I'll double check that. But yeah, that was World Beats Night. Now LMA performed and then Thames came on. Now for those of you who know Thames is international artist out of Nigeria, singer, songwriter. You have a little bit of Thames there? All right, let me get that. Right, so Thames took to the stage to close the show on World Beats Night, and she did it as only Thames can, bringing down the house. Remember, we had an interview with a young man earlier on in the week last week, and I asked him, I said, who it is you come to take in this jazz festival? Who you really want to see? And he said Thames. So Thames came, she did her thing, she brought the curtain down on World Beats Night. And I tell you, like I said, all of the artists, international standard. And then, last night, people, if you're a fan of Breaking Dawn, I want to say good morning to the people that are viewing in the Bahamas. If you're a fan of Breaking Dawn, you're a fan of the Caribbean, you're from the Caribbean, you could not lose last night with Billy Ocean. Yes, Brandy and Monica did their thing too. But Billy Ocean brought back some memories, brother. Let me get a little bit of Billy now. I can do that.
Used to think that love was just a fairy tale until that first hello, until that first smile. But if I had to do it all again, I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause this love is everlasting.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, Billy Ocean, that's a little bit of suddenly here, but from the start of his performance, you know the song they were calling for. They was calling for one song in particular, and Billy closed it, he ended his performance with it. But I must say this, you stand up here and listen to Billy Ocean, and you see, I was right there within touching distance from Billy Ocean. And I can tell you this, Billy Ocean brought back some memories, brother. I and all, it have some songs that Billy Ocean sing that I and all forget he sing. You understand what I'm telling you? And it's like, wait, boy, I really had to get back into my library because I have real Billy Ocean music on my library. But sad songs to make you cry, I forget about that with Billy Ocean. It's only when he started to sing it, I said, oh, good. Billy boy, forget that one, you know. You understand? But let me tell you something, give you all the hits from Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car, There'll Be Sad Songs, Suddenly, Lover Boy. My favorite of all time, my favorite Billy Ocean of all time is When They Go and Get Stuff. I just love that song, boy. I climb any mountain. Oh gosh! I swim any sea. Oh gosh, boy. When they go and get stuff. Hey! The tough get going. Oh gosh, boy. I enjoyed that one last night, you know. The thing is, Vaughn started up behind with her. So Vaughn is our social media guy. So Vaughn phoned on like a diner. And Vaughn only said, Stefan, well, that's young, eh? So Chris and all they know who Billy Ocean is. But they're young. But they learned last night. They knew his music, but they didn't know who he was, right? So anyway, so Vaughn come to me and say, where's the big tune? I say, serious? He say, yeah, I don't know. I say, all right, I'll go tell you when. And he started up, but the battery died on the phone and he had to catch on social media. And I think he ended up getting a little thing of the big one, which is Caribbean Queen, which is what the crowd was chanting for from the word go. We have a little piece of that. We're going to just run you a little piece. Because remember, we don't want to do copyright bacchanal here for the show to get pulled along. Run me the Caribbean Queen and Billy Ocean performance, sir.
It's a beautiful place. It's good. You know Perry? This is Perry.
Yeah, Billy. Yeah, man. That's Billy Ocean there for you. That's a little bit of Caribbean Queen. Let me tell you something. Billy gave a tremendous performance. The crowd sang along to every single song. And that's the thing, with the Jazz Festival. The crowd is very, very into the show. And they cater for everybody. Like last night, well, yesterday was Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers across Trinidad and Tobago, right? And the world. But I must say, last night was the biggest night. I thought Friday or Saturday would have drawn the bigger crowd, because you know I work the next day. No. Last night was the biggest night. By far. The crowd was massive, right? Now they start at 3 p.m. on a Sunday, and then they go till about 10. Although the show ran late and it went more closer to 11 o'clock or half 10. Between half 10 and 11 o'clock. But nevertheless, and I was explaining these guys, I say, know why the crowd bigger? Because tonight, a lot of mature people come out. A lot of mature, the entertainment itself, Billy Ocean, you could have see, when you walk through the crowd, you could have see that a lot, like, I would say 60% of the crowd, Billy Ocean. But as I stood in the front, to record and cover it, what you realize as well is that it had a lot of young people behind me and they're singing the tune too. They know his music. You understand what I'm saying? And they were into it as well, and they were singing almost every song that he sang. He was very interactive with the audience as well. It was very entertaining. I just don't know why nobody can bring Billy back home. Somebody had to bring Billy to Trinidad, you know, because I'm telling you. And that's the next thing. Billy Ocean also dropped 2 tracks from a new album that he has right now. This is his new album. He has some new work out. The first one, I think, was a song called Mysterious or something like that. And that have a real soca feel, a real soca vibe state. When he performed that last night, I could hear people in the back of me saying, wow, we got a little soca from Billy Ocean, boy. You know what I mean? He throwing a soca thing, boy. Like he going back to the roots now. You understand? Even the second track was up-tempo and kind of calypso-ish, and a kind of calypso soca kind of vibes. So, he giving you that? What? No, I know. Yeah. So, you know, Billy Ocean is still doing his thing. If you go to check his tour dates as well, while we in Trinidad and Tobago, we telling ourselves these, you know, Billy Ocean has bookings for the entire year. One minute and check it out. He's booked up. So while we here thinking Billy Ocean have bookings for the whole year, you know, he touring and doing anything, you know, all through Europe and thing, you know. Anyway, the main event on Sunday, of course, was Brandy and Monica out of the United States. 2 of the biggest names in R&B, you know, in my era growing up, which would have been the early 2000s, that kind of thing. And Brandy and Monica did the thing. Of course, you all would know Brandy from, remember that television show, Moesha? Yep, as far back as that. And then she got into the singing. She was doing the acting. She did Broadway. She recently got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And she and Monica, they came through and they gave a very, very, how can I put it, boy? A well-produced, this was total production, as you can see on the screen right now in the background, with everything that going on there. This was full Grammy Awards, BT Awards, full international standard performance with all of the theatrics. All right? Both of them just put on a show. Like I said, they went till about 10, probably 10:35 or 10:40, somewhere about there. They were supposed to end at 10 o'clock. It went about 40 minutes over, right? But they gave a tremendous performance, and they brought the curtain down on St. Lucia Jazz Festival 2026. I want to say, you know, the entertainment was top tier. Everything, every event that we went to, from that pure jazz event, right, with Esperanza Spalding, I will never forget the tone and everything about that woman's voice, boy. She's just a great talent. And when you're talking pure jazz, Esperanza Spalding is going to go down as one of the greats to ever do it. So from the pure jazz night to straight up to the ultimate celebration and everything that took place yesterday and over the weekend, this festival is a festival that you should get tickets for next year, one time. Don't even hesitate. I don't even know who on the cast next year, but it's going to be top tier again. I can guarantee you that, because that's what they do at St. Lucia Jazz Festival. So book your tickets, come to St. Lucia, and enjoy the island while you're here. While you're here for the festival, enjoy the people, enjoy the island, enjoy the food, enjoy it. All right? It is a trip you will not regret. It is money that you will not regret spending. I know what I'm telling all you. It's worth every penny. And now that the curtain has come down on the Jazz Festival, St. Lucia will move on to their next event on their calendar, which is their carnival. And the carnival is going to be in July. All right? So today's what, the 11th of May. So they basically have 20 days. Then they have 30 in June. That's 31. So they basically have 30 and 20, 51 days. So they have basically a little less than 2 months for Carnival. So what happens here on the island is when you come for the Jazz Festival and the Jazz Festival is over, Fete start. So that's how it is. That's how it is be. So they have a full block of entertainment for the year. And I think there's one other event that they do a little bit later down after the Carnival. But this Jazz Festival into the Carnival, it's a spillover. And I could see why this is one of the top tourist destinations in the Caribbean, because it just has something going on right through. All right. So with that, we're going to take the break. When we come back from the break, we will have Eid Nights with us. So we're going to chat with the guys from Eid Nights, Dr. Navarro and Dr. Thompson. But we have a couple other things to show you, but we'll put that in tomorrow's show after Setwayo aboard. And after we get to deal with the local stuff in Trinidad and Tobago, things taking place in Trinidad and Tobago. We'll get back to that tomorrow. And then we fly out of here tomorrow evening. So Breaking Dawn will be back from Trinidad in studio on Wednesday morning. All right? Yes. But for now, we take the break and we come back with Eid Night. Stay tuned.
I'm every woman, evolving, unstoppable even when I need to recharge. That's why I choose iron that's gentle, fights fatigue, and keeps me strong.
Fine lines, subtle shifts. I support my skin from within to reduce wrinkles.
Hard work takes strength, so I fuel up to stay ready.
Now I'm growing someone new. What I take, she takes too. So I choose what supports her brain from the start.
Wellness looks different for all of us, and I'm not alone. Jameson, trusted by women through every stage and every change.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply, everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycarettt@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
You will not deny that this is the maddest place on earth, and we go shout from the top of the mountains. This is the greatest place, our great escape. My favorite space, the hardest place on earth. Would you believe me when I tell you? Better you come and take a sample. A little bit is still a lot to handle, but you can find no other example. We really have a different kind of style. The elders teach it to me as a child, and this is how we know that we are alive. Fancy people never need to want to start a vibe. It's fancy time, June and July. You need to fly up to the maddest place on earth. Can't tell no lie.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream, caters to professional events. We provide secure parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet. Located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a dream. Making dreams come true every day.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Brangwin Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Trin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
All right, so welcome back to Breaking Dawn, and as promised, we have Eden Heights. We're just 11 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock, but Eden Heights is with us. We want to bring in Dr. Thompson right now, and we will chat with him and Dr. Navarro. Good morning, Brian. What's up?
Good morning. How are you going?
I good, man. Cool.
Right. Praise God, man. Well, I know that you're having fun across there. Look, that weather look lovely across there.
But the weather, you couldn't get better weather, you know.
I don't know if it's hot like Trinidad.
It what?
Here is very heated now.
Oh, trust me, St. Lucia hotter than Trinidad.
Oh boy, well then.
The heat here, it's like a little cranked up from what it is getting in Trinidad because they're close to the equator now. So it's a little hotter.
Okay, right.
But I know Trinidad was reported to have a heat wave.
Yeah, very, very hot. Very hot.
Yeah, I saw that report. So what are we talking about this morning?
Well, I just want to speak about our little wellness center. Of course, we want to promote that a bit today, and then we'll get into some topics across the board, right? That deals with everybody. It could be blood pressure, could be blood sugar. It depends. All right. Right. So basically, some persons generally tend to start with, I would say, good intentions, but sometimes, we tend to get busy. Sometimes because of the routines that we have, we tend to get really tired. It becomes difficult for persons. Sometimes you need like a different environment, I would say. And that's what we're here for at Eden Heights Clinic, right? So looking at a different environment, persons would, of course, need guidance throughout their program. I know there's a lot of persons that come in and they're like, it's difficult for me to do this, difficult for me to actually get up, cook and clean and make sure everybody is ready and make sure everything is well done. And then I'm still trying to take care of my health for myself. So, this is where Eden Heights actually comes in. All right. So there are persons that are very busy. It's difficult for them, that need a time apart, that need to actually come away from their regular routines that they normally do. They need persons that are there that can actually help them to go through a wellness procedure, and that's what we're here for. So we do have a very comfortable, supportive space for persons that they can actually come in. Now that could actually be for the day, all right, as we just move around the play thing here. All right, so if persons are actually seeing properly on the screen, right, this is just for the day. So this is like a day space that you could come in and spend. And then we have, of course, upstairs where persons can actually come in, where they could do like a week of the program. They could do 3 weeks. They could even go on up till a month, all right, depending on, of course, if that person can looking at affording the particular program. Now, that program is actually really packed with a lot of things that you can do. So, of course, you're looking at the wellness supportive therapies, nourishing meals, of course, is provided for them. You get your fresh juices, your smoothies, of course, your resting, your relaxation. We have also other different plans as well to where we'll actually be taking persons, out of the space as well too, where they can go out in nature and relax. You never know. You might end up at the beach. All right, you might end up at the beach. You might end up swimming. Those who could swim. You might end up basically in some countryside where you can actually relax and take in some good, nice breeze. So these things are catered for you there. And of course, we have nurses that will be there with you throughout your stay so that you can actually be there and they could talk to you, help you along, go through the procedure. As we said before, we do have a chef that actually will be working with us in any case and providing the meals and everything packaged for you in particular. Right. So this stay at the clinic, it's of course I would normally say a wellness stay. The persons can come in and spend time with us one-on-one, get your questions answered. It doesn't have to be that you have to be sick to come in. You could be just a person where you just want to start a wellness, let's say, procedure with yourself, and you just want to come in and spend time with us. You can actually do that as well. So it's not for only for sick persons, but it's also for persons who want to stay well and want to start that journey of good health. Now, this is just for now for persons who want to actually get into the program. You can just call the number 493-9196, 493-9196. Now, that's just for now. We will be providing us a particular number that you can actually call us to get that structured care and support that you really and truly deserve. Right? So I think everybody deserves pampering at some point in time. All right. So in that they will be getting massages and different things like that added into the package as well too. So it's a lot. It's a lot to talk about, but just put it in the mind that you'll be taken care of. All right. And you don't have to do anything but accept the different foods that you get in. So actually, you'll be in a space where all meals are provided for you. All right. And the good part about it is you won't have the temptation of going out there and buying this and buying that where you're not supposed to be eating certain things. You won't have those temptations. We'll be providing everything for you to actually get well. All right. And that's the goal. The goal is to get well and to have a sound mind in all of it. Let me just I was getting a little update from Dr. Navarro there. Yes, computer somehow started updating just like that. Right, but
Oh, Lord
in
have
any case,
mercy. All right, yeah.
who can actually come to the wellness center? You said something before?
No, I said the computer that's up going to update.
Yeah, just like that. I'm not too sure what
We'll see.
happened
Well,
there.
hopefully it's not one of those long updates. But go ahead.
Well, boy, that will be trouble. All right, and he said it now reach about 22%. So I think that's one of those long ones. Yeah, those are really troublesome.
Yeah. But go ahead.
It's just like us, sometimes we need a little troubleshooting. We need a little troubleshooting, and that's what we're here for at the clinic as well. So that person can actually get a little troubleshooting. And that's what we try to do, our live blood tests, do the consultation so that you can get the troubleshooting. The good part about it is it's not going to take very long to see what's going on with you. All right. So within a live blood test, it's actually instant. That persons can actually get an idea of what's going on. And if they have any other reports, blood reports, CT scans, x-rays, whatever you have, the persons generally walk with it. So they come to the clinic and we sit down there, we go through it. It takes about half an hour to get that done. Within that half an hour space, you'll know what you need to do. Of course, persons will still have questions, right? So we always encourage persons to come back in. They can get consultation again so that we can actually go through the procedure. Or they could even call as well too. Persons generally call. We have some patients who will call and message every day to get information. Sometimes, of course, we'll be on board. Sometimes we won't be there to answer those questions right away. But definitely, we will get back to you. Right? So I always tell persons, hold us straight. Don't fight us. We have a lot of persons to actually deal with, and a lot of questions come in from time to time. Of course, there are persons who are dealing with high blood pressure, diabetes, and sometimes they are sometimes easy fix for those type of issues if it is person actually become very disciplined. For example, as I always basically mention diabetes. Diabetes is actually a very simple thing, simple cause in particular, but to overcome the problem, that's where it actually becomes difficult. For example, according to research, research basically shows, of course, we have what we call a muscle cell, and that muscle cell, of course, insulin basically is a hormone that works like a key. And that opens up the cells so sugars can actually enter. What happens, looking at research so far, it actually says that basically fat builds up within the muscle cell. You could be a very slim person, or you can, of course, be a very big person. The same procedure goes through when you develop, especially what we call type 2 diabetes. So fat builds up in the muscle cell. As fat builds up within there, insulin comes now like that key to try to open, but it can't open because there's something that is actually blocking. Like when you try to open the door and the key actually got the key break and it gets stuck within the door.
Yeah.
That's what actually happens when fat actually builds up there. So if the key is not opening, then automatically, guess what's happening? The sugar actually stays in the blood. You get what we call high blood sugar. So that's why when persons actually lose weight, that's why when they do procedures like weight loss surgery, you hear miraculously all of a sudden person diabetes went away with surgery. They lose weight, they start get let's say maintaining blood sugar better than before. So what you're doing there is actually getting rid of fat from the cell. So that's why we normally promote persons for get exercise. If you don't move, then you don't get rid of the fat from the cell. Right now, we're not talking about fat on the total body itself. We're actually talking about fat building up in the cell. So you're talking about the muscle cell. Of course, well, fat cells will be different. So because the muscle cell is what really needs the sugar so that you could actually move around as you're supposed to. If it doesn't get sugars from fruits, complex carbohydrates, it will automatically break it down from your proteins as well too. And then, of course, you could use fat as fuel as well too. Well, that's a different thing altogether. That's more or less things like ketones. But when it comes to sugars, the body do actually need sugar as well too. I will actually say that. It do actually need sugar, but is the right type. How the body uses it is where the issue comes in. All right. So if the body's not using it up, then it's going to stay within the blood. If it's not using it up, it's going to be converted to actually cause persons to generally gain weight as well. So that's why that's the downside of the sugar part of it. But not to confuse anybody, pay close attention to this. If there's a cell and the cell need basically something in particular to run on, but if there's a key that is not opening that cell, if it is that you see danger coming down the road and you have to run to open that door so that the danger don't affect you, all right, automatically, right, you see if the door is not opening, that danger will grab at you. So it's same thing with the blood sugar. If it is you don't open those doors to get that sugar inside, that danger will affect you. That's why sugar will cause basically deterioration of the blood vessels. It will basically cause, let's say, the nerves to become damaged over a period of time. So what we would have discovered for persons, of course, changing their diet, we don't have to take them off every sugary food, all right? Because of the fiber. What fiber does? Fiber slows down the sugar absorption. Now, if you slow down the sugar absorption, automatically you won't get that high spike of sugar, because guess what? The insulin is now starting to function again. So nothing is actually wrong with a type 2 diabetic pancreas. It's only type 1. They have a little issue where they are not really producing the insulin. All right. Type 2, they're already producing insulin. The problem is it's too high in the bloodstream. When it's too high, all sorts of different troubles actually starts happening. From the high blood sugar, you start getting problems with blood pressure. You start getting clogged arteries. This is something I actually observed over a period of time. Most of our diabetic patients that come in, usually most of them develop clogged arteries. All right. And of course, we're watching that because guess what's happening? Consistently high blood sugar is consistently damaging the arteries. So the body now is going to actually use, let's say, natural fat, which is basically, let's say, cholesterol, for example, which is transported to that artery to help to heal the artery. That's why you're looking at research right now. They're telling you that cholesterol is good, it's not bad, and you'll see all of those things. But we kind of make it too simple. We try to make it very simple, but it's actually a complex thing that actually happens within the human body. And what we want persons to know, that when you come in, it's not always a one size fit all. In other words, all right, there are persons who won't be able to eat certain types of foods that are on the healthy spectrum as well too, and then there are persons who will actually eat certain types of foods as well. So the main thing is getting the consultation. Once you get the consultation, we'll be here to guide you along the way. And what makes it even easier is that we have a place where you can actually come in and stay with us now, so that we can pay close attention to you, keep our eyes on you. You know, it have some patients that who would they will go home and they will basically eat certain types of things, and you asking them, you know, I think you're eating this, you're eating that. No, I'm not eating those things. So when we actually pull up the blood and I'm explaining certain things, okay, I think you would have been eating certain things that you're not supposed to eat. Some patients, I will tell you, they do lie about it. And then afterwards, then they admit, hey, you know what? Yes, I've been doing this. So we're gonna find you out. you're not gonna you're not gonna stay away from the truth. The truth will always set you free, I would say.
Well, I'll tell you what, the doctors, you can't hide from the doctor. It's the doctor that do all the examinations and will find out everything. So they can't hide from that. I think we just about out of time. We're 5 minutes past the hour, 8 o'clock. Unfortunately, Dr. Navarro's laptop seems to still be updating. I don't know what percent.
So.
I don't know how much. He had to take off that. He probably have the auto update on, but he could change our setting where it will ask him if he wants the update first. Yeah, but you might have to help him with that. But Dr. Thompson, thanks a lot, man.
All right, you're welcome. All right. But I hope that you know that persons would have learned something, and give us a call on 493-9196 today. All right, or 6.
But that's the WhatsApp number, not so?
But the WhatsApp is 493-9196. So they could always message, or they could give us a call on that number as well too.
Okay.
Right, and get on
all right, man.
We'll do our best to try to help persons.
And what are the other two numbers?
And yes, remember we can. The 640-8985, that's for Trinity. And then we have 613-7571, and that's for Shagonas. Right, so persons can actually call those numbers. Those are not WhatsApp, of course. But if person want to WhatsApp, everybody love to WhatsApp. So 493-9196.
It's free. That's why.
Right, get on to us today. Yes, it's very free. But it's not really free when you think about it. There's nothing that is free. There's always a catch into it.
Exactly. All right, man. Well, take it easy.
All right. God bless you. God bless everyone.
Same to you. All right, that's Dr. Thompson on the inside there. We got to take a break, our final break. And when we return, we got some birthdays and an anniversary. And I would imagine maybe a couple Mother's Day greetings inside of there. Just about 6 of them. So we will get to that after this. Stay tuned.
At the castle, we just love moms.
I love you, Mommy.
And this Mother's Day, we are cooking up a storm with lots of tasty food. So forget about cooking. Let us fix dinner with a popular family meal. And lunch is a breeze with a snack box and the fish, chicken, and veggie sandwich combos. Oh yeah, and we've got the chicken and wing buckets, plus rotisserie meals, and of course, delicious sides. And it's all cooked with our nice local seasonings. So take a break and enjoy. Happy Mother's Day from Royal Castle.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to Mars, it's my deadly.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandathani Rood, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Trin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Chaguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
All right, people, we're back, and we got to wrap things up for this morning. But before we do that, we have a few birthdays to address. So the first one, we'd like to say happy birthday to a caring, loving niece by the name of Nisha. May God bless you with many more happy, healthy years and success. Love you very much from Uncle Alfred, Auntie Sherry, and the rest of the family. All right? And that is a Carib drinker, boy. Oh, God. I's a stag man, boy. I'm telling you, boy. I was never a Carib man. Anyway, good morning, Stefan. Want to say happy 12th birthday to our son, Ruben. This is coming out from his mom and dad, Seema, and VJ, his brother. No, wait, hold on. This is coming out from his mom and dad, Seema and VJ, and his brother, Stefan, grandma, uncles, and aunties, and all of his cousins. All right? And they want you to know that they thank God for you every day, man. So, you're blessed. Stay blessed. All right, Ruben? Happy 12th. And I got to wish my little brother, the baby in the bunch. Yeah, that's my little brother there. So, Christian and Crystal, that's my sister-in-law. So, my brother and his lovely wife, Crystal, they celebrated their anniversary. I think it was yesterday. The youngest of all my father's children, and he got married first. Yeah. Well, boy, I know your father's smiling. You know what I mean? Daddy's smiling. And Crystal, oh God, but I couldn't ask her a better sister-in-law. Crystal is it. You understand? All right. I couldn't ask her better in-laws on the whole family. All right. Big up all yourself. So Christian and Crystal, happy anniversary, man. And I can't believe it's a year already now. I was the MC now, didn't we? Lord. Oh God. My little brother get married, yes, before me. Anyway, wishing a beautiful daughter, Peyton Alice Hamid, a happy 8th birthday from Petra, Arnold, Sylvia, Pinky, and Varun. Her birthday is today, the 11th of May. And happy birthday to you. Happy 8th birthday, Peyton. And finally, sending birthday greetings going out to Colleen Ignatius. Have a sparkling birthday. Celebrate the gift of you. Born on Mother's Day. Born on Mother's Day. The 11th of... Oh, born on Mother's Day, the 11th of May, many years ago. All right, so when you were born, Mother's Day was the 11th. All right, I almost got confused here. This is coming from your mom and Varun... your mother and Vernon. Your sisters, Sharice and Joel. Nephews, Mikhail, Terrell, Major, and JC. And the whole of the Ignatius family. And they love you plenty, plenty. Enjoy. All right, nice, man. So happy birthday going out to you. And I do hope you enjoy your day. All right, people, so we got one more to come from St. Lucia. We have covered all of the Jazz Festival. And, yeah, man, we hope you enjoyed it. Every bit of it. The coverage here from St. Lucia. We have one more day to go tomorrow. It's our last day. And then we fly out tomorrow, head back to Trinidad. So we'll be back in studio on Wednesday. All right? So for now, we bid you farewell. All right? Have a great day, people, a great Monday, and we will get back on the issues come tomorrow. We also have Seth Wyola aboard on tomorrow as well, via Zoom, and I will make a decision on the other thing today. But enjoy your Monday, and it's always a pleasure when we're able to broadcast to all of you who are viewing on television or YouTube or Facebook or Tigo or wherever you're viewing Breaking Dawn. Thanks for making us your #1 program. And thank you so much. I'll do it again tomorrow, but thank you so much to the St. Lucia Tourism Authority and everybody connected with bringing us here to St. Lucia to cover this jazz festival. It was awesome. And good morning to all of the other media members that we met here, our trips here and there and everywhere and at the events. All right, so until tomorrow, we out.